When do we put boots on the ground to stop Israel?
I'd like to start by saying that this recording is not specifically for the person that I am stitching, who is my friend. This video is for anybody who wants to actually sit down and have these conversations, because they are uncomfortable, and I invite you to sit in the discomfort. First and foremost, we've had boots on the ground, and our boots on the ground have not been to help Palestine. In fact, about 2 weeks after we saw Isnot start to escalate their genocide of the Palestinian people, because let me be clear that the genocide started well over 80 years ago. It did not start on October, whenever they started to respond for October 7th. It started well over 80 years ago, and just because the general population is learning about it now does not mean it only started when you found out about it. So there's that. And the boots that we have on the ground are on the wrong side of history. Canada, in recognizing Palestine, okay, and I mean, I'm sure many people are celebrating, that is great, but this is not going to be a situation where this is an authentic recognition. Because if this was an authentic recognition, they would authentically recognize that the Palestinian people are sovereign people who are allowed to elect who they choose to govern the area. And yes, the PLO was elected, but so was the H Club. You know, that T group that is full of tailors that I can't say their name here. They were also elected. So why is it that they get to choose that one is a tailor and one is legitimate? The legitimacy of the state never depended on the face of an unmelanated man telling us whether or not it was a state. Further, we should not be celebrating right now that a cabinet led by that unmelanated capitalist, we should not be celebrating that they are recognizing the sovereignty, which they're not, of a state, which they're not, of indigenous people, which we're still not recognizing it. But we should not be celebrating this, especially where this cabinet is currently actively removing the sovereignty of indigenous people of this land, of so-called Canada, which is actually Turtle Island. He's deflecting. He's deflecting from the current acts of genocide that he's committing here. It is way, way too close. Way too close to Truth and Reconciliation Day. Like, just the day to commemorate it, because we are nowhere near Truth and Reconciliation. What are we saying here? Is this a slap in the face to our indigenous brothers and sisters on this land, whom, while we actively remove their sovereignty, we're pretending to tokenize other indigenous people being marginalized in their land by pretending to recognize their sovereignty? It's malicious intent. It's a dog whistle. It's coercive control and covert abuse. At some point, we have to stop acknowledging these performances by these individuals who have no sincerity whatsoever. They're just a bunch of covert narcissists pretending to be something better than they are. And by the way, they suck at being covert. They suck at it. Stop treating those who have absolutely no civility with civility. Stop pretending like there are rules to this game when they violated every single rule that they fucking made up. Canadians should be talking about nothing other than Indigenous sovereignty at this point, because that is the only thing that is going to save us. All of us, collectively, is land back. That is the only thing that's going to save us, universally. Because the trajectory that we're already on is the exact same one as down south. And if you think we're not already there, we created the prototype. We created the prototype. So please continue to lie to yourselves and be so nice, dear Canadians, because you're so full of shit. Or actually do something. I'm highlighting my friend's video because I can tell by the tone in his questions that he's kind of got a sarcastic twist to it. That he's trying to get you guys to use your brains. And I don't think it's working because y'all are willful. Your house is on fire and you're sitting in it roasting marshmallows? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? Anyway. That's all I gotta say. Have the days y'all deserve.